have been fixed things like people get the therapy when they need it. There's more efficient.
Here at Alice's restaurant with KEELAN MCHALE here waiting for Doug Ford to come on this beautiful afternoon. Hi KEELAN, how you doing today?
Pretty good, yourself?
Tell us a little bit about why you're here and why you want to see change in Ontario.
Well, Ontario needs change for one thing. We've had enough of the hydro waits. We've had enough of the lines in the hospitals. Generations will be paying for years and years and years. Our grandchildren, for the past grandchildren. We are the most indebted region of all of the North America. We are $320 billion in debt, and that is completely unacceptable. WYNNE likes to run her mouth and talk about things are going to change. Things haven't changed in 15 years. And let me tell you something. Doug Ford is going to bring change to Ontario. Doug Ford is going to bring good paying jobs. He's going to bring transit back to this province. He's going to respect the taxpayers' dime, and he's going to do everything good for the people of Ontario. He's for the people.
The reason I picked you out, Keenan, is you're a fairly young demographic, and we see a lot of conservatives, both young and old, but you seem to be pretty passionate about what Doug can do and the direction of where this province has it going.
Yeah, well, I realize that you know, it's not just up to it's up to us too, because it's going to be our future. So I want to make sure that we have a good future in this province. I want to make sure that 20 years from now I have a good paying job, and not 50% of my wage is going to go towards taxes for the Liberal mess that she created.
You considered leaving the province, or is that one of the options since you're so young? Are you mobile?
Well, I was born in Edmonton, Alberta, so of course I got to be conservative. I mean, if she gets in again, let me tell you, I'm going back to Edmonton with my boy Jason Kenney.
Well, there's 60% of people that feel that way in this province, Keenan, and you're just one of them, and hopefully on June 7th, we will see a change in this province. I'm Kyle from the Capital Voice here at Alice's restaurant in CARP, waiting for Doug Ford! Doug Ford in the house!
When I was canvassing after the leadership convention, the day after, I knocked on doors, and one of the first doors I came to, I said to them, "How are you doing today?" And the person responded, "I'm doing great since Saturday." That was the day that you won the leadership. I would like to introduce to you Doug Ford, the next Premier of Ontario.
Thank you so much. What a warm welcome. This is great. What a beautiful town you have here too. I can't wait to come back. We're hearing the same message. People are frustrated. People are tired. People want a change. And I can tell you, once my two friends here, we get elected, we will make sure we bring positive change to this province. We have seen over the last 15 years how your money has been squandered. We've been seeing the hydro rates every time, and every month you open up your hydro bill.
Shame!
It's a shame. We have the highest hydro rates in North America. Companies are struggling, and 80% of people that are employed are with small companies. And it's affecting them. It's affecting not just the small companies, actually it's affecting medium and large companies too. We have to make sure we're competitive around the world now. It's not an economy that we're competing against people down the street. We're competing against people south of the border and the rest of the world. But I can assure you on June the 7th, when we form the government, we will make sure that Ontario is prosperous once again. You have seen the CEO of Ontario Hydro pulling in $6 million, making backroom deals to get his, as I say, his crony buddies $14 million of your money, by the way. It's your money. As people are struggling, and people are struggling to put food on the table, they are collecting $14 million of your money. He's going to collect $10 million. But I can tell you, my friends, the party's over. The party's over with the taxpayers' money. We will make sure we take care of, as I say, hallway health care here in Ontario. We have the greatest doctors and the greatest nurses in the entire country right here in Ontario. But they've been beaten down over the last 15 years by this Liberal government. There's a message that we're sending to all the doctors and nurses and healthcare workers. Help is on its way. Resources are on its way. We will make sure that we reduce hydro costs by 12% right off the hop to put money back into your pocket. Small businesses, like the great place we're here today, we're gonna reduce their tax by 1%. People earning minimum wage, they will pay 0% tax. And I will go back to the Hydro CEO. Just think of this, and this is your money, by the way. He's making $16,000 a day every single day of the year. He's sitting having a beer in his backyard in the summer, Saturday and Sunday. He's making more in 2 days than people make a minimum wage all year. All year. I can tell you, that's done. We're going to make sure we bring those costs down. When it comes to our healthcare system, we made some great announcements. We made an announcement, we're putting $1.9 billion over 10 years into mental health, addiction, and housing support. One of the areas we're going to work on, we have announced in the next 5 years, we're putting 15,000, that's 15,000 long-term care beds. In the next 10 years, 30,000 long-term care beds. My friends, June the 7th, we get elected. A new day will dawn in Ontario, a day of prosperity, a day of opportunity and growth, the likes this province has never seen before. We will make sure we put money in your pocket instead of the government's pocket. We're strong believers that you can spend your money a lot wiser than the government. Every single day moving forward, we're rolling out our announcements. We had an announcement the other day about the education system. Your grandchildren, your children, just think of this. 50% of them are failing math in grade 6. Those are staggering figures.
Absolute shame.
As every single province in this country, the math scores have gone up. We're at the bottom of the pile still. Kathleen WYNNE has failed our children, they failed our parents, and she has failed our teachers. We will make sure those math scores will go up. We will make sure we're at the highest percentile in the entire world when it comes to our students. My friends, I want to thank you for coming today. I can sit here and talk for another couple hours. And it's critical. It's critical. I know each and every person, if you came out today, you're going to get out and vote. But it's critical that we have your friends, your family members, take a sign, go into the campaign office, make a phone call, because we have one shot. We have one shot at this, and together we can get rid of Kathleen WYNNE, and together we'll turn this province around. Thank you.